This is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Exosquad, brought to us by Universal Cartoon Studios. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doyle, the Big D to y'all. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Excuse me. Today's Saturday Morning TVLog is probably one of, if not one of the most underrated tunes of the 90s, in my opinion, and that would be Exosquad, an animated television series created by Universal Cartoon Studios for MCA TV's Universal Family Network syndicated programming block as a response to Japanese anime. Now, the show is kind of, in a way, a mix of drama, military sci-fi, future history, adventure, superhero, and even space opera. The show is set in the beginning of the 22nd century and covers the interplanetary war between humanity and the Neo-Sapiens, a fictional race artificially created as workers or slaves for the Terrans. The narrative generally follows Exosquad, an elite Terran unit of mecha pilots on their missions all over the solar system, although other storylines are also abundant. Now, the show originally premiered in syndication in September of 1993. The show originally did air on Saturday mornings. Now, I did get to see a little bit of the show as a kid, but not a whole lot, though. Anyway. Now, later on, a second season would get picked up. After the first 13 episodes were produced and aired for Saturday mornings, the show got, I believe, went to 5 days a week with 39 additional episodes, making it the second show to originally start on Saturday mornings, then go to 5 days a week in the 90s, just like Conan the Adventurer did the previous year. Anyway, now the plot of the series is set in the years between 2119 and 2121. Several decades after humanity, the Terrans have expanded its presence beyond Earth, terraforming and colonizing Venus and Mars. These three planets are the home worlds, the core first of the Terran interplanetary state, and layer of Neo-Sapien Commonwealth. Not all Terrans are affiliated with the homeworlds, however. The pirate clans, descendants of the Terran criminals, exiled to the outer planets who live off looted homeworld space freighters, are a major independent faction in the show. The first episode opens with Earth Congress dispatching the entire Exofleet, humanity's space-based military, to counter the pirate threat. But anyway, with the pirate clans looming, an uprising begins among the Neo-Sapiens, an artificial humanoid race coexisting with Terrans. In the backstory, the Neo-Sapiens were used primarily as slaves during the colonization of Mars and Venus, and therefore had been engineered to be physically stronger and better adapted to hostile environments than humans. Their mistreatment by Terrans led to the first Neo-Sapien Revolt 50 years before the series began, which was mercilessly crushed but had brought some positive changes into their lives. Still not content with his fate, the Neo-Sapien governor of Mars, Phaeton, who that happens to be the main antagonist, sets a new insurrection, codenamed Operation Neo-Sapien Destiny, in motion as soon as the Exofleet leaves the chase after the pirate clans. The absence of the Exofleet is also a part of Phaeton's plan, as it enables the Neo-Sapiens' capture of the homeworlds without much effort. Now, the 2 seasons that the series was on the air followed the progress of the Neo-Sapien War as seen through the eyes of Exosquad, an elite E-frame unit composed of J.T. Marsh, Nara Burns, Maggie Weston, Kaz Takagi, Alec De Leon, Rhea Torres, Wolf Bronsky, and Marsala. Marsala is, of course, a Neo-Sapien, but however, he goes kind of in a way is... It's hard to explain. Give me a second. Yeah. Well, he's one of the few Neo-Sapiens serving in the Exofleet. Now... Yeah. So he's not really much of a bad guy, because he's part of the good guys. Anyway, their exploits unfold against the backdrop of the ongoing war as the squad participates in events often crucial to turning its tide. The show features a realistic outlook on war. Many characters die in combat. Military operations are carefully planned and reconnoitered in advance, and psychological effects of warfare are explored. For example, several episodes detail Exofleet's reconnaissance of Venus prior to its recapture, the actual liberation and the repulse of the first Neo-Sapien reconquest attempt. Moreover, even after Venus is retaken by Terrans, several episodes deal with the remaining Venusian resistance and Neo-Sapien forces who hit across Venus, refusing to surrender and awaiting reinforcements. The second season draws to a close with the defeat of the Neo-Sapiens and the liberation of Earth, but unfortunately, the show ends with a cliffhanger suggesting that a third season would describe a war against a new alien race, and that the Terrans and the Neo-Sapiens would be forced to ally with each other. Moreover, a clone of Phaeton was discovered in the final episodes by the Terrans, who were at a loss as to what to do about his existence, as they didn't want to unleash another Phaeton on society, but also didn't wish to condemn the clone for his predecessor's actions. However, the series was cancelled soon after the end of the second season, so a third season was never made. I kind of wish it did. It was, and what have you. After a total of 52 episodes were produced and aired, the show ended in November of 1994. However, well, now they did produce a third season episode, but that would service the finale. The show later got picked up by the USA Network and was rerun on their new Action Extreme Team blog. Now, the show has been released on home media on video cassette, but that's all you can find. However, it's been almost 2 years since it's launched. The full series is currently available on Peacock, and don't worry, you don't need to get premium to watch this. All episodes are available. I recently watched them all since I didn't get to see all of the show. I've seen a little bit of it, but only the first season because the show disappeared and I didn't know where to find the show after that. But now, to me, I think Exosquad's easily an underrated show. Believe me, the show had numerous themes and what have you. A number of characters displaying a full spectrum of human emotions, relationships, and experiences such as friendship, love, hatred, personal tragedies, treachery, taking responsibility for others, and what have you. Anyway, yeah. Now, let me see here. Now, the show was conceived before it even premiered by Jeff Siegel, who had recently been head writer and story editor for Hanna-Barbera's Challenge of the GoBots series prior to joining Universal as president of their Cartoon Studios division. This, of course, I might be wrong, I think this was their third show to come to TV, following the Back to the Future cartoon and Fievel's American Tales. Anyway, even through its short run, the show would get toys created by Playmates, who, of course, were best known for giving us the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys and what have you. It was also among the first animated series by Universal Animation Studios and was created under influence of anime imported from Japan, So, now you know. There would also be... Let me see. Oh, yeah. There would also be other merchandise like comics from Topps Comics, of course, like the baseball card company. There was even a game for Sega Genesis from Playmates and developed by Appaloosa Interactive. I've seen a little bit of gameplay of it. It looks cool, but it doesn't... I don't think it is great much. There was also a board game as well. So anyway, now you know about the show. Let's get to our story. Well, not story, but our characters. Voicing, let me get to this. I'm sorry, everyone. Let's see. Voicing J.T. Marsh is Robbie Benson, who recently voiced the Beast in Disney's Beauty and the Beast. He'd also voiced the title character in the Legend of Prince Valiant cartoon as well. And he recently did appear in several underrated films and what have you, and all that jazz. Yeah, so now, yeah, surprise, I bet. Voicing Nora Burns is Lisa Ann Belly. Maggie Weston is voiced by Terrell Rothery. Rhea Torres is voiced by Janice Jodd. Alec De Leon is voiced by John Payne. Wolf Bronsky is voiced by Michael Donovan. Michael Benayer voices Kaz Takagi, and Gary Chalk voices Marsala. I'm sure that these people do the voices of the other cast as well. So anyway, but that's just for the good guys. I'm sure others do voices for the other characters as well. Anyway, if you haven't seen Exosquad, this is a show I think I would recommend you watch this. I think you'll really like it. Now, it may have been a cliffhanger, but I sure would wish that, that if a third season would have happened, I would have loved to know how it would go. Maybe one of these days, Universal may think of doing a new Exosquad series, or maybe make an Exosquad movie. Maybe not. Oh well. Well, that just depends. But we'll see what happens. So anyway, give Exosquad a watch. I think you can find it on YouTube. I can't guarantee you that. I think so, but as long as Universal hasn't gone in the way or what have you. But if they have, no problem. Just go to Peacock and watch it for free. No need to get premium. You can watch it for free. So anyway, what are your thoughts on Exosquad? Have you ever seen the show before? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out the previous two Saturday Morning TVLogs that I have done recently. In the upper left-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog I did for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a couple of weeks back. Now, in the upper right-hand corner is last week's Saturday Morning TVLog. And that was on, oh, crud. Give me a second. Sorry about that. It was for the Cry Kid. It slipped my mind. I've been having some problems around recently, so I humbly apologize. You can see my Saturday Morning TV log from last week on the Cry Kid animated series, or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see the Saturday Morning TV log I did for a show I just brought up earlier, and that being Conan the Adventurer. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV logs, then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV log is Moby Dick and Mighty Mightor. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.